Hey, my name is Lucas.
And my name is Jacob.
The Bro Show Podcast. Welcome back to the podcast, The Bro Show, featuring two famous brothers, internationally famous, in quotations, Jacob and Lucas. I'm Lucas.
And I'm Jacob, but we don't even need to introduce ourselves.
Oh, yeah. I do it to be polite.
Oh, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Common folk.
It's like how Christina Aguilera, she doesn't need to say I'm Christina, but I'm sure she does to be humble.
Oh, yeah. This makes me think of when I was watching Alicia Keys on Spill Your Guts with James Corden.
I thought you were going to say Alicia Marie.
Oh. Did you watch it, though?
No, I saw it, and I was like, I want to watch, but then I didn't because I love those, but I just hate, like, all of the, like, having to pretend you're so grossed out and stuff, even though it is gross. But what did she reveal?
Okay, so you know how Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani are married?
Yeah.
So she had to rank the, because she was on The Voice, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. And she had to rank her people that she worked with. So, like, the other judges.
Okay.
And she said she just doesn't like Blake Shelton.
You're lying.
I'm not lying.
Wait, I love how she's just honest.
I know. She said, I think she said Gwen Stefani was the nicest, then, like, other people that want it. But then at the end, she said, like, oh, yeah, I just don't like Blake Shelton.
Oh my God, I love the honesty. I
I
actually
know.
didn't click on the video because I was like, oh, I don't think Alicia Keys would have any, wouldn't be like any, she wouldn't spill any like juicy stuff because she just
Oh,
seems
yeah.
so like unproblematic, but I love that she just threw him under the bus, threw him under that tractor.
I know, like, I don't even know him, but I guess I don't like him. I'm joking.
I know, I've decided to unstan. I don't know
Yeah.
even one of his songs. I know who he is, but it's just like, I don't want to offend any country music stands, but I just feel like him and Tim McGraw and like Keith Urban, like I don't know any of their music.
I view, like, Blake Shelton as the younger generation of country music. Because I just picture him to be, like, in his 30s, but I don't know if he is.
I think he's like 50, I'm guessing.
Oh.
But I actually don't know. Who knows? I feel
Why
like
did it just get so dark?
I know the lighting is effed up. The clouds are popping in and out of sunlight, so you guys are gonna have to deal. Our 16 interns that usually control the lighting had COVID.
Yeah, so, you know,
Yeah.
with the pandemic and
But
everything.
I feel like with country music, it's sort of like how I am with rap music. Don't get me wrong, I'm not sexist. But with the rappers, I only like girl rappers. And with country music, I tend to only like girl country musicians.
So you just prefer girls over boys in general.
I think I might be sexist. I don't know. Because like country music, Miranda Lambert, oh my God, such a bop. She has so many bops. Casey Musgraves, obviously.
Maren Morris.
The new girl. Carrie Underwood also is kind of like, she's always just been like that bitch.
Oh, yeah. I love when she says, I dug my keys into
yes.
the side.
2 black Cadillacs.
I just love thinking about, like, picturing me, like, dating someone and I didn't even cheat on them, but they made up in their head that I cheated on them. And then they, like,
Destroy.
ruined my life. Like, burned my house down.
Wait, but didn't she have a whole thing where like she got a new face?
I heard about that.
I remember it was like this huge thing is like she's gonna reveal her new face, but then I remember I'm not disappointed, but I was just like, oh, it just looks like her old face. She got like in an accident or something.
Oh, so I thought what happened is she just wanted a new face.
Oh, she was like, I'm just gonna get a new face.
Yeah, that's what I thought
I'm
was
pretty sure she had an accident, so we still are praying for her, but I think she's fine. But she got a new face. I'm sure she's super insecure about it because like it's her face. But as an outsider, if you're listening, Carrie, it just looks like your old face. So
That's good.
You got a good plastic surgeon. I don't even know what happened. I'm just going off of literally scrolling through Twitter and like you see things, but you don't ever click on them, you know?
Oh, yeah. Like, I feel like there's so much, like, useless information in my brain that, like, you know, I just have it in my brain and I might mention it randomly, but I don't know that much about it.
But you remember the Carrie thing, right? Because that
Oh,
also could have
yeah.
been a dream. That's like one of those facts where I'm like, if you told me that was a dream, I wouldn't be surprised. So like, I don't, because I'm not sure if that happened, but if you remember it, it happened.
Yeah, it did happen. Do you want to know what else Carrie Underwood reminds me of? This isn't
What?
funny. And it's like, and I'm
Subway?
no, and like, and Subway? Wait, why?
Okay, for some reason, like, I just picture like Quiznos, kind of.
Quiznos is like, I don't, like, I get there's so many copycat brands that have succeeded, but Quiznos is like, It's too foul
Yeah,
for
I don't
me.
want to mention anything else because we already went in on a past episode about how Quiznos is a copycat brand, and someone emailed us that their dad owns the local franchise, and I just don't want to throw shade on her dad's bag, you know? Let her dad
Yeah,
give it the
might
bag.
as well just get the money. I've never had it though, so who knows?
I had it. I remember thinking like, this is good.
For real?
Yeah, but because it was just like seemed fancy for some reason.
Boo.
But like it seemed fancier than Subway. I'm not
real?
kidding. I remember just being there. I was like, because I remember also I read that Zac Efron liked it, so I was like, oh.
He thought he was
God.
sponsored.
That was when I was like 15 though. Like I don't currently eat stuff just because Zac Efron.
I love-
This is a 15-year-old story.
It's fine if you still listen to what
Nope.
he eats. I love the smell of Subway. Subway has a smell that's so
But
good.
what were you gonna say, Karen? Would remind you of?
Oh yeah. Of like people singing the national anthem at football games.
Oh, she does.
I'm just laughing because something about it is so funny because I always see those videos on YouTube. Like, girl sings the national anthem and it has like 20 million views. And like,
Oh yeah.
I just love that
Didn't everyone
stuff.
get so mad because like Fergie sang it bad or something?
yeah, but I just am never involved in that type of stuff.
Yeah,
but I
neither.
think it's fun, I guess.
Imagine being like so like passionate about how people sing the national anthem and like ready to attack.
Oh yeah, because I feel like people are like that,
Yeah,
like a
'cause you're
large
like, oh,
majority.
you disrespected it because you I don't know or whatever. But I wish we wouldn't have started this podcast so happy because it kind of ruins the clickbait.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, just want to go into it.
the fake story we're gonna tell them.
No, it is true.
I'm joking.
But so let me just do like an intro.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jacob had a COVID scare. There was last week, not during we filmed podcasts on Mondays. I think it was Tuesday night. It started to feel a little bit weird, and we're gonna reveal the results
Next week.
next week. But like us being happy kind of ruins it.
Oh yeah, but like
We'll
it
actually reveal them at the end of the episode.
wait for real.
Wait, you actually want to wait till next week?
No, wait, no. I was thinking we can just reveal them.
Oh
whenever.
yeah, as you tell the story, but like kind
Oh.
of make it like Tandem on just story time, where like has so many kind of
Make it
exaggerate-
20 minutes.
Exaggerate things,
Okay.
but I actually don't even think you need to exaggerate because. But
So on Tuesday night, I was on a walk, and when I got home, my legs were just sore, and I was like, I feel like if I keep walking, like my legs are gonna fall off. That's how I felt at the time.
so you just felt like weak.
Yeah, I just felt like, oh my gosh, I actually can't walk anymore.
But remember that 2 days before this, you went on a 10-mile run.
Yeah, but I went on a 10-mile run only 3 times in my life, like over the last month.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could have felt sore because of that. So then I was just at my apartment and I just laid in bed because I was like, oh, my legs are sore, might as well lay in bed. And then when I went to bed, I was like, I kind of feel weird. And then I woke up the next morning
Like,
and
what was the vibe of weird? Was it just like something's off?
oh yeah, I just don't feel like myself. I felt like weak, kind of like cold.
Yeah.
And then like on Wednesday morning last week, I still like felt like just like weird. Like I couldn't like put my finger on it. I was like, I usually don't feel like this.
Yeah. You just felt like
But-
tired?
Yeah, like just kind of weak.
Oh, okay.
And then I just like went on and then I took a shower, like, you know, just like did whatever. But then at 11 o'clock that morning, I like called our mom because I was like, maybe I should actually take this seriously.
Yeah.
What's
This was
happening?
after you like went and like touched a bunch of strangers, right? I'm just kidding. You were stayed in your apartment.
Yeah. Whoa, the lighting's changing so much. And then
What did mom say?
Oh yeah, like she made it so serious.
Yeah, she
said-
kind of like she was sort of just like you have it pretty much, right?
Yeah, that's what she made it seem like. So then I was like, oh, I didn't even know like me having COVID was like even a thing. Like I just didn't picture me having it.
Yeah, because
you know?
also we have to say like I think just looking at social media and stuff, I feel like we're in like the safe. Like we're not like we're not gonna leave we're not gonna leave our house ever, but like we aren't going to parties. You don't even like see your friends outside of the family.
Oh yeah, I just am with like the family.
Yeah, don't even go to restaurants. None of that. Just what do
grocery
you
store.
You pretty much what are your activities?
Grocery store, fast food sometimes.
Like drive through though.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like hand sanitize right after.
Yeah.
Mask on.
Yeah.
And then like see the family. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything. And then go on walks, but well, like when I go on walks, it's not like I'm going on walks in like New York City.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So then I was like, oh, I didn't even think like COVID. I could get COVID is what I mean. But like obviously anyone can get COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so then I booked a COVID test, and then at this point,
But also when you texted me, you said, "By the way, this isn't a joke." And you said,
yeah.
"So I'm getting a COVID test." And I remember just thinking like, "Oh my god!" Like I was like so shocked. And like, even though I wasn't the one who had it, I was just thinking, I was like, "We literally did a mukbang 2 days ago. We shared food."
Oh yeah.
Literally, you've been at my house. Like we recorded the podcast, and I was like, "What?" Like I was just like, the world's ending. Like I just pictured like, what I pictured was like, like just all of us dead.
Oh yeah.
But not to be dramatic. Like, oh my god, what if someone's listening and they have COVID? Just so you guys know, you won't die.
Oh yeah, like this might scare you since like so then at this point I was like, oh COVID, I could have COVID, so like I should just like be really safe.
Yeah.
So then I booked a COVID appointment because my mom was like, oh, you for sure should, you know.
You
like,
should have recorded yourself getting the test.
Oh, and inserted a clip.
You could have vlogged this whole entire thing and made it a 6-part series.
I know, like, even if I did have COVID, even though, like, you told me to vlog it, and, like, also my sister said, oh, my gosh, you need to make a YouTube video. I just didn't feel like I wanted to. I don't know why. I just didn't feel like I wanted to.
I remember you said you didn't want to spread negativity.
No, that was kind of
no,
like
but
a
I actually
joke.
kind of get that. Like, I
don't know why. Like, I just, like, for some, like, even if I had, like, a really bad disease, I don't think I'd ever, like, do a YouTube video.
I get what you mean. Because I feel like I'd be so, if I'm actually like so scared or like stressed about something, like I don't even want to vlog it. I'm like, because I'm just like, I just not in the mood at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I could obviously like put up a camera, I guess, if I wanted to. But
so what was the nasal test like?
Oh yeah, so first of all, like testing where I live, hopefully it's like that where you live. It was like so accessible. It was like free, and you just go through a drive-through, and I booked it. I got the test the same day that I booked it. Like, when I wanted the test, like, I got it the same day is what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, a couple hours later, I got the test, and, like, they put the swab up your nose.
Did you, like, was it, because I remember I've heard mixed reviews. Some people say, like, oh, it was nothing. Some people say, like, it was, I saw one woman tweeted that, like, it was the second worst pain after childbirth.
For real?
Yeah, but I don't know. They must have did something dirty to her. I don't know how they must have did some wiggles or what.
Oh yeah, because this was just my experience. So like when I got it, I was like, oh my gosh, it could be like it could hurt so bad, but then also people might just be over exaggerating.
Yeah.
But for me, like it just kind like my eyes started tearing up because you go so far up the nose, penetration up the nose.
Is it actually 6 inches up your nose?
Like
how long?
I didn't measure it, but it looked like it could be.
Oh my god! And how long did it take?
I don't think it was 6. It could be. So like
I don't think it was 6 inches, but I remember reading that like it's 6 inches. But there's no way you would literally get your brain poked.
Yeah, they said they're gonna put it in each nostril for 10 seconds. I'm pretty sure.
They did it to both nostrils?
Oh yeah, they do it to both.
What? I thought it was they do it to one and they're done. They do it to both?
Yeah, so like it just felt like weird. It didn't feel as bad as a shot to me, like at the flu shot or
well,
whatever.
That's not even bad then.
Yeah, to me. Oh yeah, so
do they like have to like put Vaseline on the end of this thing or like do they?
It was moistened up. I don't know what.
Oh, okay.
Had like something on it.
Probably like just licked it and then put it in.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. She was like laughing and stuff. She was like,
she was saying, "Ha ha."
I don't know, chicken nugget boy. I'm joking. That didn't happen.
She's saying you for sure have it.
But before I got the COVID test, since there was like 3 hours waiting, I checked my temperature and I didn't have a fever. And but like I just was like so scared because I actually thought like, oh, I'm gonna be on a ventilator because you know like
worst case scenario,
dramatic ass. And then I did the test, went home, and then they said 3 to 4 days for the results. So I had to just like stay in my apartment for 3 to 4 days.
So during these times, did you think I have COVID, or were you like, oh, maybe it isn't? Like, what was your mind saying?
I just thought like, oh, like I like probably do have COVID, but like I guess you just have to like
accept it.
Yeah, accept it, and then like tell others that you are around that you have it, so then they can get tested and stuff. Yeah, so I just assumed I had it. But then for like the 2 days following, I had like a fever and just felt like disgusting. Just gross. Just like laying in bed, like you just sore and stuff, like your body just kind of aches. So I actually don't know what I had for those 2 days. Oh, I already exposed.
Yeah. You got the email.
Oh yeah, I got the email so I did the test on Wednesday and I got the email on Saturday night.
Yeah,
Saturday night. And they sent me, it had like the code, this portal, and I did the link and it said negative.
Didn't it say at first like positive, just kidding or something?
I wish. It's just like throwing a joke.
Oh my God. So yeah, he's not COVID. You just had, I don't even know what you had.
Yeah, I don't know what it was from. I just had a fever for 2 days, felt sick, but
yeah,
thank
I guess you could have
goodness I
just
didn't
had
have
a
COVID.
random sickness.
Yeah, mate. Like the thing about it is that I thought it was so weird because I feel like I never get sick.
Yeah.
Like a fever sick.
And then also, like we said, Jacob ran 10 miles and you're not used to that. So I also Googled that you could have had the runner's flu as a thing.
Oh, that is a thing, but I ran 10 miles before.
Maybe you just didn't eat enough food or something. I don't know. Maybe
that's
your
what
body just burned so many calories and like you just like went and pushed it too far.
I think I was. If that is the case, I think I need to like eat more carbs or something.
Yeah. So since I was around Jacob, I even though like I don't really go anywhere anyway because of the pandemic, I made sure like not to like for sure go anywhere. That's what I even mean. I made sure to for sure not go anywhere. But yeah, I just acted. Me and like your roommate and stuff, our sister. We just like had our mind like, oh yeah, we have it too, so like don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
But then you didn't, so
yeah. But those 4 days felt like so long because I just felt sick, and then like just like kind of just get the results back because like either way I just want to know because just like the curiosity of being like,
oh yeah,
I just want to know what's happening.
And then since I was literally editing the video of us sharing food, and I was just thinking, I was like, oh yeah, like every day when I woke up, I was like, every day when I went to bed, I was like, when I wake up, I'll probably start to have symptoms. Then every day I didn't, so I was like, huh? So I was like, either Jacob has something else, or you were just the best COVID carrier ever and didn't spread it to your roommate or me.
Oh,
we literally
yeah.
shared food. So that kind of gave me hope that maybe you didn't have it.
Yeah, because like, yeah, that would be like insane.
But yeah, so
that's my story of having a fever for 2 days.
That's Jacob's Tana Mongeau story time.
Oh yeah, it is. That's it. I should have made it a little bit dramatic.
I mean, I feel like we're lucky. And the fact that it's been this long into the pandemic and that was like our first COVID scare.
Yeah.
Like, do you think people are having these like every month? Like, imagine if like you're one of these people who's like, I'm just gonna go out to bars and parties and whatever. Like, do you have COVID scares like every other week?
Yeah, I guess like you would just get tested way more often.
Oh,
because like you would just like be like, oh, I hung on someone that's positive, so I should probably get tested.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but
stay safe out there.
Be safe, guys. But yeah,
Did it
that's
make
the
you
story.
want to change your life? Because you had a near-death experience.
Near-death experience. Do I want to?
I'm gonna hand sanitize like more, even more.
Yeah, like since you just like lay in bed for 2 days, like you just think about so many things.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Dark stuff, happy stuff.
Did you have any fever dreams? Because you know people always say, I feel like I'm in a fever dream.
Oh yeah, like I feel like I always have like, not always, but like I feel like maybe once a week I have like a vivid dream and it's like, oh, I don't like that. But yeah,
yeah.
I guess I had one nightmare about I was in like a scary part of town and then like we had no gas. And then someone with like white face paint over their face was chasing us.
Oh my God, scary.
Yeah, it was like me and my like people from high school.
That means you're scared of white people, probably.
Yeah, it was such a weird dream.
You know who Caroline Rick is, right?
Oh yeah, the TikToker.
Yeah, like early 2000s rich girl.
Yeah.
She like plays a character, but she said something in her video that sort of wowed me. She said how like she just like made a joke like, oh, since I'm wearing a face mask, like I'm not gonna get like no model scouts will recognize me and discover me in public. But I thought how like if you are a model person and you're like this is the year you were gonna get discovered, like that sucks because you won't, because you're wearing a face mask in public.
Oh yeah, no one's gonna know how hot you are.
Yeah. So think about all of the models this year that aren't models that could have been models if it wasn't for COVID, because they would be able to have their face out at the mall, have their face at Red Lobster, and a big model scout would have saw them and said, "Have you ever thought about modeling?"
I need to know how often this happens, and it leads to something that like isn't like dark. Like that's what I want to know.
I mean, Cameron Diaz.
Oh yeah, didn't that actually happen?
Yeah, she was like, she's a cheerleader at her high school, and someone came up to her and said, like, "You ever thought about being a model?" I think even Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah. That's what I was
Isn't that how she
thinking.
got discovered?
Wasn't she like walking around New York or something?
Yeah, New York, and then someone came up to her.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure even Miranda Cosgrove, remember her saying, since I knew her. Okay, but she did say that, like, I think her mom said that, like, when she was a little kid, like, she was in a restaurant being, like, outgoing, so someone came up and said, like, "Oh, your kid would be good in commercials."
Oh my gosh!
But
so
I,
that actually
I
happens.
do wonder what the ratio is of, like, scams and real.
Yeah. Because I feel like there like obviously is some like scams or like, oh, they say you should be a model, but then it ends up being porn or something.
Or they say like, "Oh, you should pay this much money" or something. But I do feel like maybe a lot of the times it's real, but unfortunately they just don't go anywhere because it's such a luck of the draw.
Or like so many people.
It's not like just because you get discovered by a legitimate agent, all of a sudden you're going to be big. It's like, it's probably like a 1 in 100 chance, that you'll even book anything.
Yeah.
But
that always was my dream though. Like walking on the mall when I was little, like I actually thought like people would like find me or something.
in Nebraska.
Yeah, because who was it? Like I heard that like Ellen or something like was like she had like people that were talent scouts for her. Or across the country or something, or like something like that. And I remember thinking like anywhere I go, like someone could be watching.
I know,
me.
so you never know.
I know.
But I
like,
wonder if like there is any model scouts out there. Do you think actually in 2020 aren't they just going on Instagram most likely?
Oh, you're just finding the people with like a good amount of followers.
Yeah, but if they are going in public, do you think they ever go up to someone and say like, "Hey, do you want to like go outside and like you can take off your mask and stay 6 feet away from me and I can just like take a look"?
I feel like that doesn't happen, but who knows?
Who knows?
I know. I haven't ever had it happen to me, so like I can't picture it happening. But it obviously,
can you
happens.
imagine the ego boost if someone said, "Have you ever thought about modeling?"
I know.
I know. It's just like
I'm
no,
not.
I haven't, but like I'm down to look into it.
Oh yeah, like so like if I was like a scout for modeling and I had to like find people randomly, I feel like it would be like kind of how to like choose, is this person hot enough to be a model or are they just like hot? Like because I don't know like the difference.
That's true.
Like because I obviously know someone's good looking, but I don't know like is that good looking enough to be a model?
This is
I
sort
don't
of like
know.
how we were watching American Idol a few years ago. You said you didn't know what good singing was.
Oh yeah. Still don't.
Yeah, because there was this girl singing and she was like, "The devil never dies," and you were like, "I'm not even trying to be annoying, but like, is that good singing?" Like, I just don't know.
Yeah, but there is sometimes when you're listening to a song that like a random song, you like kind of think like, I didn't know like people were into this type of singing.
Oh yeah, that is hard when someone's screaming. Like she was scream singing, and like I don't really know either. Like, is that good singing or because she's screaming, or like is it bad?
Yeah, because I've listened to some those songs that people say like this person is such a good vocalist, but then sometimes I wonder like, but I feel like someone bad could make it sound like that.
Yeah,
but
also,
obviously it's good.
I have a theory too that like even if you can hit all these notes, sometimes your voice just isn't pleasant to listen to. You know what I mean? Because like for Selena Gomez, for example, people always say she isn't good at singing, but you have to admit her voice is pleasant to listen to. Like it just has a good vibe. But then you listen to these other people who like they can sing all the notes, but like I'm just like it isn't a good to listen to, unfortunately.
Yeah, I kind of believe what you're saying. So basically, what you're saying is this: what you're saying because I kind of believe this. That there's a ton of good singers that if they actually try making music, it's not gonna be good. But there's a ton of bad singers when they try making music, it's like, oh, it's good.
Yeah, it's just
So,
like
yeah.
oh, your music is just your voice is pleasant to listen to.
Yeah, because I feel like you don't need to be good at singing, but like if you can sing talk good enough, then it's catchy.
Yeah, there's even people who like listen to them singing and you're like, this sounds so good, but then when you actually think about it, you're like, oh, they're kind of just like they're singing like notes that anyone could sing. You know what I mean? But then you're like, but it sounds better when they do it. Like if I tried to do it, it wouldn't sound like that.
Oh yeah, because I know with like this song that I'm about to say, it's like hip hop or whatever. But like Roxanne by the TikTok guy is just so like this is like a hip hop, so it's not like pop, but he's just saying Roxanne. But like if you have a good voice, you can do it.
Yeah,
you know?
that's the thing.
Like if it's like you sound catchy enough and stuff.
So like next time, but now that I said models, it's a hard time for models. But if you're a singer, you could still sing behind that mask. So don't let anyone stop you from singing at a restaurant.
That sounds
singing
so
in public.
awkward.
You could also cheat your way because you could, with the mask, you could be wearing a mask at the mall, subtly have a speaker behind the mask, and have like an amazing singer singing, and like pretend like you're singing behind the mask, and then when someone comes up to you, be like, "Oh yeah, that was me." Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, like so like you're not singing, but like, you have a voice recording.
Yeah, because
like
with the
song.
mask, no one will know.
I
And just say, "Oh yeah,
know.
that's me," and then whenever you go to the recording studio, always have the mask on.
Oh.
Yep.
Do you think there will ever be another famous singer that actually isn't the singer and she has backup singers that are singing? 'Cause you know people always say with the Pussycat Dolls, like only one of them singing, and then with other people, like I don't know who, but like it wasn't even them singing the whole time, and someone else was singing.
Probably. That for sure will happen because like someone will blow up on TikTok and they'll have such good marketability. Is that that's how you say it, right? Marketability.
Yeah, I believe it.
And but they maybe don't have necessarily the singing talent, but they'll probably have some other girl sing for them to sing, you know?
Oh yeah,
So for sure it'll keep happening.
Zaka fun.
But I'm the type of person who wouldn't be mad about that. Just kidding. I get it. Like if you were
I
actually
would
singing.
like if I found out and I like really like the song, it does kind of ruin it for some reason because it's like
Oh yeah.
the person that I picture singing it isn't singing it, so it's like a weird thing.
Speaking of people who don't actually sing their songs, Demi Lovato is in the news. I'm just kidding. She actually does sing.
She divorced her fiance or broke up with her fiance.
They divorced. Which we're sad about, but we did. I don't know if this is true. It's all alleged, but like I ran across this thread on Twitter. Apparently, how his past or something.
Yeah,
and
I've heard
how
about
he used to
this.
just be like a fan of all these people, which is fine to be a fan, but like he used to just always be commenting on Selena Gomez's live streams. He was always
Yeah.
tweeting saying like, "I want to marry Selena Gomez,"
And saying like, "This is my future wife."
yeah, that apparently I didn't find this, but apparently someone said that he even once tweeted that Demi was ugly in the past.
Wait, that might be too far.
No, but
who
apparently
knows?
he was just so into it. He would comment on Lil Nas X's photo saying like, "Hey, hit me up in the DMs." He would comment on Lele Pons' friend, Hannah Stocking, part of the Lele Pons skit group. They all do skits.
Shot Studios.
He was aiming his shot in every direction. You gotta, I mean, even if you could say it's a stalker behavior, or you could say he really just tried it all. He tried to get with Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X was like, nope. He tried to get with Lele Pons' best friend.
I think even Tana Mojo.
Yeah, he was just trying to go in
Like everyone.
every route possible. I'm offended that he didn't try to get with us.
I know.
I know, but
But it's crazy how doing that, like he ended up, like they didn't marry, but he was a fiance to
I know.
Demi Lovato, which is like a
he
big
commented
deal.
on Demi, and Demi was the one who actually took the bait.
But it was weird looking at all these so this person gave all these examples of him commenting on people's photos. And the person included an example of him putting the fire emoji on Demi's photo. But it was just funny, like
Wait, do you think that's what reeled her in?
I know that's what's funny about it is like think
It
about
wasn't even that much of it. It was just him going down Twitter and just copying and pasting a fire emoji.
and then like she was like
That
Get
sucks,
it.
though. Can you imagine? Because like I'm sure so many people meet their significant other on Instagram, and it's just like, oh, she probably looked at it and saw he was verified because he was an actor, I guess, so he was verified. So his comments would go to the top. So she looked at his profile and was probably like, oh, he's cute. Like, might as well DM him. But then to find out that he literally did that to Lele Pons' best
Yeah.
friend, he just had done
that
it
might
to-
be why they divorced because like just because of that.
I know.
Like just because she found out, oh, he was doing this to everyone.
So she must have, at first she was denying it, saying like, oh, why are you guys looking into his past? Like, this is all photoshopped. He deleted his Twitter and everything because I think he just wanted all evidence gone. But it must be true because now I guess she not divorced. She broke up with him through the press because he went on Insta story and said, yeah, found out the status of my relationship through a tabloid. Because she didn't even tell him in person.
Wait, for real?
She told the media and just didn't even tell him in person. Which honestly, like,
I love
think
that.
he deserves it because he's just like, it appears to be, he was just like a user. But then again, this is all legend.
I think it's fact though, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because
And,
none of it looks like photoshopped. It just looks like real.
because even during this Insta stories of him getting mad at her for not telling him in person, he's promoting his new movie.
oh yeah, so
Because he
he's just
said,
that type
while
of
I'm on the
person.
set of, and then gave the title and stuff, he said, I found out that Demi broke up with me. And then he's just saying that, yeah, he didn't think this would ever happen, that they'd ever be broken up via a tabloid. Which in any other situation, it's like, that's a meme, but I feel like... But then again, why would Demi even allow... I feel like she should have done her research more.
I feel like this is what happened. They were like, so I guess they were like fiancés or whatever. And then she saw the screenshots of him saying, Selena is my wife. And she was like, okay, like this might be Photoshop. Like he says it's fake, but then she saw all this other evidence like one day and she was like, okay, it's hitting me. Like, I think.
Grandma's trying to call me.
Jima?
Should I answer?
Should we answer now or after?
And just talk to my grandma. I cut out the conversation for her privacy.
Yeah,
she said some really bad things.
Secrets.
Joking. But yeah, what were we talking about?
Oh, Demi Lovato.
Oh yeah, so I think we're to the end. Yeah, so we just don't really know what's going on with all that, but wish her all the best.
Yeah, I hope.
I don't know if this is real, but I did see on Twitter that he was screenshotting her music and saying, like, you know her song "Don't Forget." Like, did you forget?
Oh yeah,
everything he like screenshotted. He was listening to that.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, but I just don't know. That one I was like, is this a troll? I thought it was like people just trolling on Twitter, but then the replies were like, oh my god, I can't believe he did this.
From the evidence, it seems like he just like loves it, but who knows?
That's crazy. Demi, if you're listening and you ever want me to hire, I could like if you ever have someone you're thinking about dating, I could like scour the internet and make sure like everything's good.
Oh, that should
make sure they aren't a Selena Gomez fan.
That should be someone's job for famous people. Like,
yeah.
Okay, like if you think about dating someone, send them over and I'll see like if they said, because it sounds awkward dating someone for a year and then you found out like a year, like 2 years before dating, like they like said, oh yeah, like I just don't like that person. Like it wouldn't ruin the relationship, but it just sounds uncomfortable.
I'd find out all of that. And then I would meet them in person and I would say, unfortunately, to meet Demi, like, I have to go through your phone. And I would look through, like, the library. Because, like, it's fine if they have a few Selena Gomez songs, like Love You Like a Love Song, like, the ones that hit. But if they have, like, the random tracks.
They have, like, Sober After Revival, then.
Yeah, if they have, like, the the deep cuts. And if it's on the most played as well, that might be a red flag. Yeah. Who else could they not listen to date Demi? I feel like Miley would be okay.
Yeah, Miley's okay.
Yeah.
And then go to their YouTube history and see if they watched that video they did together 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah. I find out everything.
Yeah.
So if you want to just laying that on the table, Demi. I also saw that the Pope used to be a bouncer at a nightclub when he was young.
Wait, are you for real?
I didn't think they'd allow that.
I just thought that was off limits.
Yeah, I said that his job was a bouncer at a popular nightclub, and he worked there for a year. So... But I felt for some reason like that would just be like I'm just viewing like the Pope like you would view like nightclubs as just hell on earth.
Oh yeah, and then I thought like the Pope would be like, if you go to nightclubs, what?
I know. So do you think he wait, if you're the Pope,
I can't.
If you're the Pope, do you think you've ever like hooked up with someone?
Yeah, I just
Is that offensive
don't
to ask?
Get it?
Is that offensive to ask?
I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't.
Because I live by like kind of by a church. So when I go on walks, I like walk past this church and it is a Catholic church. So there's like in Catholic churches, they have like the priest lives at the church kind of. So he has like his little house next to the church, you know?
Oh,
Whenever
yeah.
I walk past it, I'm always like, I wonder what he's watching in there. Like, do you think he watches like Euphoria?
Not Euphoria, but like, it's just funny thing about him watching anything.
I know.
No,
like, what does he watch?
Funny. I'm just interested.
And I'm just interested to know like the watch history, also just like his internet browsing history. Like I just want to know it all. Like, does he watch YouTube?
But I just can't picture it's crazy that the Pope used to be like a bouncer. Like that's crazy.
Yeah. Like, do you think he's ever watched WAP, the music video?
Maybe he like saw clips of it.
Yeah. But isn't the Pope kind of like a badass low-key, like the current one?
He is?
I remember hearing that like he's like, oh yeah, like
what ass?
Gays and stuff.
Well?
I thought he was like really progressive. I might be wrong.
Oh, I don't know.
But yeah.
Wait, what was the sub? Oh, he used to be a bouncer.
That's all it is.
Oh.
I don't really have anything else to say.
I thought that was like all about.
But you know how we always say like we hope someone debuts as a pop star later in life. Did you know someone did that? Vin Diesel.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
He's in his early 50s and he just decided to be a pop star. He signed to Kygo, the DJ's record label.
I haven't listened to the Kygo song yet, but I want to listen to it.
I listened to it.
And
It's just like a classic DJ song.
It's good.
Yeah, it was called. I would never listen again, but it wasn't like bad. It was called "Feel the Way I Do," and it was just like, I think you feel the way I do, or something like that.
I like it because he's like such like he's so buff and stuff. So it's like
Yeah.
I wouldn't picture this type of person to want to be a pop star, but I like
And
how
then
he's
he
doing
said
it.
like, "Oh, I know people have been waiting for me to release music, but like, I guess as core fans, this has been a thing. We're like,
Yeah.
he always said like, oh, one day I'll become a singer."
I found this video like from like 10 years ago, and it had like millions of views of like him doing a cover of something. And
Oh, no, so he's been singing.
yeah, it's like he's like been like teasing it.
Oh my god! And now it's just like better now than never. So he's just gonna become a pop star. So after the pandemic, make sure to get tickets.
That's cool.
I know, I love that.
Vin Diesel is gonna be.
He's
a
like
pop
the same
star.
age as our mom, so I feel like maybe I should launch mom into a pop star.
You should,
Might as well.
and have her do the creative direction.
Well, I
Or
was
would
like,
you control it?
I feel like we'd have to do all the creative direction, but like the image to the public would be that she did it all.
But I think it would be cool, like if she had the creative freedom, and then it might turn out pop, but like then it might be a mix of like country and pop, of like country girl but also pop.
I do wonder what like her music would be.
Yeah, like I wonder like because it would be her first time writing an album. I'm assuming it's like it might be like just her whole entire life.
The crazy thing is, mom almost was a singer.
Oh yeah, I always thought that was so cool.
Yeah, she wanted to move to Nashville to pursue music, but then she got pregnant, so she decided not to. But she should have kept doing it. Just because you have a kid doesn't mean you can't pursue Nashville.
Oh yeah, like when she told me that, I remember thinking like, oh my gosh, I could have been like Madonna's kid.
I
right
know.
now.
I remember thinking like I didn't understand when I was a little kid when she told me that. I didn't understand that like, oh, you moved to Nashville, like you might not make it. I thought if you go to Nashville, you automatically were a star. So I remember thinking
Same.
like, oh, your mom, you silly woman, you could have gone and became a singer.
I basically thought, I think I thought what you thought, but like I basically thought like she had a ticket to like sell millions of albums and stuff, but she didn't take it.
She could have been, Britney Spears, but just decided not to. And I was like, what?
I know, I was
I
like,
remember also thinking like, oh, she would be a singer, like we wouldn't be alive. So
and then I
selfishly,
remember
I
like
was excited.
me telling everyone like I wish she would have become a singer, and then like you guys saying like, oh, she'd probably be like addicted to drugs and be a horrible mom, or like stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like we probably wouldn't even be alive, so
That's true.
everything happens for a reason.
I found a really good story also about like being environmentally friendly. You know, we always are all about like reuse and stuff.
We
Like, for
usually
example,
do
like,
recycle.
this 100th episode, we're now on the 102nd episode, but
Yeah.
it's still up because reduce, reuse, recycle.
I know if you throw it away, you may be thinking we are gonna throw it away, but we're just gonna keep it up, and pretty soon it will rot into the carpet of this
Yeah.
room. You know?
Yeah, and someone in Vietnam took that to the next level because they were reselling 300,000 used condoms.
That they used.
It said they found 320,000 recycled used condoms that were being repackaged as new. The factory's owner was 34 years old, and she confessed that she bought them from someone, and they've been used. I don't know how they found that number of condoms. Like, I would get it if it was like 100, and maybe one of her friends just had 100 condoms. But where do you find hundreds? Did they dig through trash?
Wait. So these weren't used condoms that actually were used, but then they turned them into new condoms.
Yeah, they said they were washed and reshaped. So she did wash them. She didn't just throw in with the junk in it. She washed it out and put it in a new bag.
The thing about it is that if it's safe, then if it's sterile or whatever.
Yeah, I think the police were mad, but at the same time, like, she's just trying to help.
Yeah, like I think it would be sterile.
But I think also, like, if it was used, maybe it would be more likely to not work.
But then also I feel like if you wanted to do that, maybe like just like how they do that with like paper, like they like somehow remix it into new paper
yeah.
and napkins. So like somehow do that.
Maybe there's a way, to like put all the plastic condoms in a recycle machine, and they can just
Like,
bring
make
it down
new
to its basic
condoms.
element, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
like,
then put it into a new thing.
what if like it was like condoms that were used but new, like what we're saying, so like they're actually brand new, but it was like 0.1% of the condom is probably has sperm on it from another person.
But it's like, it's like dead by now. 'cause it's
Oh
been so
yeah,
long.
it just like doesn't cause anything.
So yeah, I guess people were mad, but I'm kind of on her side because she just is trying to help reduce global waste.
Yeah, that is funny thinking that someone did that.
Wait,
Like,
you know how
that's
people
crazy.
plastic straws were a huge thing. Listen to my glass straw.
But now we all use plastic again.
But I still use glass.
I'm joking.
But what I'm saying is, how come there hasn't been a movement yet about condoms? Don't they probably kill fish? Can you imagine all the condoms in the ocean that people swim into? People.
Yeah, what's
And
a
they
more
swim
effective
into.
way?
I know there has to be a different way.
I'm pretty sure, like, in another idea would be like putting tape over the tip.
Oh, yeah. Why does it have to be this giant plastic thing? Can it just cover the little tip?
Yeah. That's my idea.
Or just don't have sex.
Abstinence.
Abstinence. We here at the Bro Show promote abstinence only education in schools.
Even if you're 30, abstinence.
Did you know, it's finally Fat Bear Week.
Fat Bear?
Yeah, like actual. When I first saw this, I thought
Do
it
you
was
mean
like
Bale like the
I
animal?
thought it was the
or Bale
gay thing, but no, actual bears.
I thought it was the gay thing too.
It said cat maze bear of. I don't even know what this is, but yeah, there's a cat mane bear fat contest, and they're trying to find 2020's fattest bear. And
How would you weigh it?
I don't know, but you can literally meet the bears, and it's a whole thing.
I feel like they're like 600-pound bears.
And I don't know if this is like just the bears in this area, or they actually scour the world to find the fattest bear.
That's what's weird about like thinking about the world is that like it's so weird how there's like so many parts with like just animals. Like snakes slithering. That'd be hard to find the fattest bear. It's probably just that area.
Yeah.
The fattest bear alive.
Should we get into the emails?
Oh yeah, email time.
Email time.
Giving advice through emails.
So, we got an email from someone who will not be named. They said, so first of all, I'm pretty gay, but not a lot of people at my school will know besides close friends.
Okay.
And they don't want everyone to know yet because they're just not ready for that.
Okay.
But they were having lunch with a friend. They were having lunch at school, this gay person who's in the closet. A girl came up with a love note, and it was beautifully written. And she just really wants to date him. And he's scared because he thinks, he said that he ended up feeling awkward, so he just told her, I like you back. So first mistake. And now they're going on a socially distanced, awkward date later this week. And they don't know if he should just break up with her before the date, or will that ruin her confidence? So she went through like effort to make this beautiful love note. Or should he just go play along with it? I think for sure you shouldn't play along with it.
Yeah, I think you should probably tell her.
Yeah, I think.
You could go on the first date though.
Or maybe just don't even go on the first. Just say I want to be friends. Just say you're not looking for anything like that. If you don't want to say you're gay, you could just say I'm just not looking for
anything too serious.
Yeah, any of that stuff. I'm more about just not dating.
Yeah, or you, if another idea, if you don't want to do it before the date, you could just go on the date, but then like randomly, like when she like does something to say like, oh, I just like it's fun hanging out with you, but I don't think I want to.
Yeah,
anything serious.
just say you're so pretty, like you're so cool, but me personally, like I just don't want to date anyone. So you should probably try to date someone else. But we can be friends.
Make it just so awkward.
Did any girls ever ask you out in high school?
No. Well, because I was like already basically gay.
Oh yeah.
You know.
You decided to be gay already?
Yeah.
I get it. So we have another email also about relationships. Just helping you guys with our extensive knowledge. They said, so I've been dating a guy for a little over a week.
Ooh.
Kind of new. They said we call each other every night, but we are running out of things to talk about. We both love horror movies and books, and we do have a lot in common, but we always have these awkward long silences on the phone, and we both feel so bad about it and apologize for not knowing what to talk about. I really like him, but do you guys have any good conversation starters or just anything to help us talk more? It sounds, first of all, it sounds awkward to just have an awkward silence, but then they're both apologizing for it.
I know, and then like there was like people where it's okay to be silent around because like, oh, we know each other, but that does sound so uncomfortable.
I guess just relish in the silence. I don't think, just try not to be embarrassed by it. Like, just accept it. Like, obviously, conversations don't just happen. Imagine just when you're with an actual close friend. Like, it's fine to have silence because no one cares at that point.
Yeah, what I feel like is if you actually like the person, it's just like, oh, if it's silent, like, oh, we can laugh about it and stuff, but then like, Or if you have nothing else to talk about, then it's like, okay, bye. Nice talking
Yeah,
to
just
you.
like maybe the call is going on too long, and maybe you're just talking every night might be too much. Like think about like if you talk to someone every day, like you will run out of stuff to talk about.
Or
Like
if
maybe
you-
just go to texting.
Yeah, or if you keep on having to talk to him every night, you can just like talk, but then like if it gets awkward, just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go to bed now.
Or just don't put so much pressure on it. I feel like you're putting so much pressure on it that there's pretty much no way for it to not be awkward, you know?
Oh yeah.
You know, if you're putting so much pressure on these phone calls, then it's gonna be awkward. So unfortunately, you just have to just accept that it might be awkward and just own it and just be like, oh yeah, sorry, like I'm just socially uncomfortable. Just like make a joke out of it.
Yeah, what Lucas said.
Instead of apologizing and like taking it so seriously, just be like, LOL, no one's talking and it's been 10 seconds. Like instead of being like, I'm so sorry, I just don't know what to talk about. That's put so much uptight energy.
It makes it like even more awkward
There's
than it
just
already was.
too much uptight energy flowing through the air.
I did hear once that you choose to be awkward. And that really did
yeah.
wow me.
Or like,
even though like
you choose
when I
to
heard
be
it, I didn't agree with
embarrassed of
it.
being awkward.
Oh yeah, when like everyone feels it. That's
Yeah,
what's
just own
weird.
it.
Is that I know everyone feels awkward in certain situations, but some people have a good way of like hiding it.
Oh yeah.
You know, like when like they're kind of like, oh, I kind of do feel awkward, but I'm just gonna keep talking
Oh yeah.
or something. It's weird, yeah.
But yeah, one day you'll look back on those awkward silences and think it's so cute and funny. Even if you guys break up, you know, when you're 40, you'll look back at that and just be like, oh, that's so funny. Like awkward phone calls.
So sweet.
Such a sweet moment. You know, just one day you'll look back on it and think, aw, look at my awkward self.
The email that I found was about Chuck E. Cheese. I made Chuck E. Cheese cry gone wrong.
Oh my God. I think I remember this one.
When I was younger, every year I had a birthday at Chuck E. Cheese. Well, one year when I had my party there, one of the employees asked if I wanted a photo taken with Chuck E. Cheese. I guess for some reason I didn't feel comfortable taking a photo with him, so I politely said no. Then the dude in the mascot got very upset and started to cry. It was extremely awkward for me because one of the employees also announced on the mic something along the lines of, oh, Chuck E. Cheese looks a little sad. So if you want to take photos with him, then that will cheer him up. So I don't know, were they being extra AF? Or should I have said yes to the photo with Chuck E. Cheese?
Oh my God.
Thanks
So I'm
for sending
assuming
this
they were
email.
like 5 years old when this happened,
Yeah,
right?
because they said they stopped going to Chuck E. Cheese for birthdays at 7. So it was like young.
Oh, my personal theory is that the Chuck E. Cheese guy didn't actually cry, right? Don't you think that's probably like, oh no, you don't want to take a photo with me and just pretend to cry? And you're 5 years old, so you think they're actually crying?
When I first told this story, I just thought like, why is the person in the Chuck E. Cheese costume so
Taking it so
so
seriously.
attached to the character?
Yeah, that's what like. There's two ways a story could be. It could either be, yeah, the person just is so emotionally invested and like is desperate for the attention,
Yeah.
and just is so sad you didn't want to give it to them, and it's just like such a letdown to their ego. Which I feel like that's not how it was. I feel like it was just the person behind the mask just joking, crying, right?
I don't like when I first heard it. I went to the first option of like they just
Emotionally
they just were
traumatized.
attached so much to the character and they just like loved being it or something.
Yeah, like they have a rough life.
and like when you said no, they were like, oh
Yeah,
my
like
gosh.
their life is rough. Like you don't even want to know what they have to deal with, and their one happy time is getting to put on the Chuck E. Cheese outfit, put on that head, and make people happy. And you ruined that.
Yeah, I'm sorry this happened to you because that Chuck E. Cheese mascot would cause you trauma.
I know.
I can never say no to a photo
I
again.
remember being like scared of that type of stuff. I always wondered like, why is that stuff aimed towards kids? Because as a kid, I don't know if I was just a baby, but I remember being so scared of like
Yeah.
Ronald McDonald was creepy. Like
I
remember going to
hated
Chuck E.
I
Cheese?
hate clowns.
You know what Chuck E. Cheese, they have on the stage those mechanical people doing a show?
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
They don't want to hire actual performers, so it's just a robot. I remember looking at that and being like, that is terrifying.
I'm fine with Barbies, but like dolls and all that stuff creep me out. Clowns.
Yeah.
And then also in a way, like mascots of anything creeps me out.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what?
It
Like,
just isn't right.
yeah, I don't get why they made it for kids either. But yeah, I think
Remember the whole
I just don't like because the employee was going along with it, but I don't know if that was just like, oh, Chuck E. Cheese is crying, cheer him up. It's just like as a something to do for the kids.
You really ruined his day, and I think you should still feel guilt about it. But remember the Chuck E. Cheese conspiracies?
Oh, the pizza.
Oh yeah, those
I
are
still
simpler
don't get it.
times.
Oh yeah, that was.
Yeah, when all the internet cared about was were the pizzas cut. What wasn't it? Oh, the pizzas are cut in such weird ass ways that they think they're recycled pizzas pieces of the pizza you didn't eat.
Well, because like you'd order a pizza and then like some of the pieces would be longer than others.
Yeah, so it looks like this went around the restaurant and recycled the pizza from people who didn't eat it. Which
I still don't know what to think because like even though Chuck E. Cheese has done videos like explaining it, I still don't like get the mechanics of
I just
it.
know that somebody would have exposed them. One of
Yeah,
the workers.
that's the thing is that I think it would have already been exposed, but I
Yeah.
still don't get it. I still don't get the logistics
Yeah,
of
because
it.
it would look because it wasn't like, oh, it was cut shittily. It was like the actual crust of the pizza would be poking out at some parts. It wouldn't add up with the rest of the crust.
Yeah, every pizza I make or I get is like just a perfect circle. So I just was confused, but maybe they just have, I don't know, a different
Their
way.
pizza isn't even good, right?
I remember one time we went and it was gross. And I remember you guys all said it's gross.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, the one time I was a kid too, I remember no one liked it either.
Yeah, it's like, ew.
Yeah, it was just like the play place is fun, but and also remember like we didn't even really play like the arcade games because mom was like, oh, that's like so much more money. So
Doesn't Chuck E. Cheese have alcohol now?
oh, there used to be fights at Chuck E. Cheese a lot. I remember that was always like the thing that you'd
Yeah.
read is like a 100-person fight broke out at a Chuck E. Cheese because the
That's
parents
so-
would get blackout, and then which I think at kids' places the parents should be able to drink, right?
I guess if it starts fights, probably not.
I mean, it was rare. Like, unfortunately, like,
But 100% fight?
you can't let that one 100-person fight ruin it for everyone. Like, yes, there was a 100-person fight and people got injured. It didn't ruin a lot of kids' birthdays, but should that ruin it for me to be able to get drunk at a Chuck E. Cheese? No.
But yeah, Chuck E. Cheese is like a thing in its own. I don't get how it hasn't shut down yet, but
Yeah.
keep it going, I guess.
Also, like a mouse. Is it a rat mascot?
It's a rat, I'm pretty sure.
How come? What I'm thinking is, how come there hasn't been a store that made a Pomeranian a mascot? Like that just seems like perfect for kids.
Oh, that'd be so cute.
Everyone loves Pomeranians.
So like our Pomeranians, because I've always known what Pomeranians are, but does the average person know what a Pomeranian is?
I think we were raised with them.
Yeah, because obviously when you see it, it's like, oh, it's so cute.
Yeah, just so cute.
But I don't know, like, does the average person know what a Pomeranian is?
I think so.
Yeah, because I don't know. Because I know basically so many people know what Chihuahua is. Because there's like
Oh,
Beverly Hills
yeah.
Chihuahua.
Yeah, how come there hasn't? That's another thing. There's been
There
a
hasn't
Beverly
been a
Hills.
movie about Pomeranians.
Pomeranians.
We actually have talked about this before, and we said like,
Want to make a kids movie?
because I remember someone told us that the person that owned the franchise Beverly Hills Chihuahua is worth like so much money.
So we said we're gonna make our own.
I was
version.
like, oh, we need to do one with Pomeranians.
Honestly, that would sell. I just know that if you went to a movie studio and said a movie about Pomeranians, like they'd be like, oh, okay, we'll give you $100 million right now to make this.
Yeah. Do you think you'd say Pomeranians? Like, I don't think it would be in the title.
I think it'd be like Pom Pom the Pomeranian,
Oh,
Praises.
Pom Pom the Pomeranian.
Pom Pom the Pomeranian, paddles. It'd have to be like all P's.
Oh yeah, Pom Pom the Pomeranian.
Pom Pom the Pomeranian's prideful prickles. Prap.
I think just Pom Pom the Pomeranian.
I feel like it needs to say like saves the world or something. But then again, the Beverly Hills Chihuahua is just that.
Yeah, just Beverly Hills
The
Chihuahua.
Pennsylvania Pomeranian.
The Pennsylvania.
The Pomeranian from Pittsburgh.
But I guess Pittsburgh's like a huge town.
Yeah.
What? I remember watching Beverly Hills Chihuahua, but I forgot like what it was about. But I remember thinking like, this is so good.
You want me to give you a subtle flex?
What?
The guy who wrote that executive produced Marvin Marvin.
For real?
So we were working with some top notch.
Oh my gosh, Beverly Hills Chihuahua loyalty.
From writing about Pomeranians to writing about me as an alien.
Chihuahuas to you.
Yeah, I remember going to his house. For some reason, I went to his house to like meet his family.
Was
and
it so cool?
He had like a pool and shit on a hillside.
Lives on a hill in the bay.
And I was just like, damn, like Beverly Hills Chihuahua pays out.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, he had like a butler.
Did he have you dressed up as a Chihuahua?
Yeah, there was a gate. Like there's underground tunnels in his house.
Liar.
I'm kidding. It was like
Oh.
he didn't have a butler either.
What if you went though, and it was like actually like you're a billionaire,
Insane, like a
I mean a whole
helicopter.
yeah, and I mean like private jets, like oh, and he's like, do you want to go to my island now? It's insanity.
Nah.
Like it'd be funny like going to a YouTuber's house who you like think is like, oh, they're obviously rich, but like I don't think so rich. But like they're like, oh yeah, do you want to go to my island? You go to like Jaclyn Hill's house, and she's like, oh yeah, do you want to go to my island?
Isn't she actually like so rich?
Yeah, I think she is. Like, I think like doing the makeup thing like makes you so
I love how
rich.
there's certain people who like when you think of them, like one of the personality traits is rich.
I know, like when I think of Jaclyn Hill, I just think like, oh, like she's loaded.
Yeah.
Like, that's like what I didn't know like I like learned over YouTube like how much people make from makeup. Like I still don't know how much like actual money they make, but it seems like they make like millions.
I've always, every single time a new celebrity releases a makeup line, I'm like, this is the one that'll end it all. Like, I'm like, how many, for people who wear makeup, I don't know if it's more of a collector's item or how do they support all these different makeup brands? All these YouTubers have makeup brands. Selena Gomez has a makeup brand. Like, Kesha has a makeup brand. Lady Gaga has one. Rihanna has one. Like, I just don't get how they support all these different, how do they all have enough, like, how is there enough business for all these brands to succeed?
I think what it is that there's a few big ones. Like, for example, like Rihanna. Oh, it's probably always going to be huge. And then, like, I feel like with, like, Lady Gaga and Selena Gomez, like, they're kind of in the same category of, like we'll think it's going to do really good, but we still don't know yet.
Yeah. I feel like it might just also be, like, a collector's thing.
Yeah, and plus, like, if you're a fan of Selena, it's like, I kind of want to try it out.
Like back a year ago in the Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star palette.
You bought it.
No, I didn't.
He sent it to you.
I'm kidding. He didn't send it to me. I bought it.
I know. I'm joking.
Should I cut that out? Cause like all this stuff. I'm just kidding. But that palette, for example, I feel like people bought that just because they wanted to buy it, right?
Oh yeah, it just like is cool.
But like that's what's crazy is like people aren't even gonna use it, but they just want it. Maybe that's how it's such a big business.
Yeah, like for example, no, I think what makes it a business is when it has hype around it.
Oh yeah.
Like I feel like you need a lot of hype because I remember with Kylie Jenner's lip kits, I bought it just because it had so much hype. And I was like,
yeah.
I'm not even gonna use it, but I just want to like hold it.
Oh yeah, that's so sad how the consumerism world works.
I know, and honestly, the thing about it is that like who knows, like because she did like a launch probably every 2 weeks, and like maybe she like sold like this is obviously still a lot, but she sold like 5,000 units and it like sold out in 30 seconds. But she just kept doing that because she knew like people are gonna think it's so limited.
Oh yeah.
Even though like in reality, it's like we just do it in this big color pop factory.
Without
But that
Kylie
isn't
Jenner,
true,
would the
but-
makeup business be as big as it is right now?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think you might have to give her that credit.
Yeah, I think
Since like we're experts on makeup.
yeah. From my knowledge, I think it would still be a thing, but like she's the one who like really did it.
Oh yeah, I remember. I actually went through a stage where I wore makeup and videos. I tried out a lot of different foundations. I remember one time I put one on my face that made my face look yellow, but I still did videos in it.
Were like purposely or like
Oh
accidentally?
no, it just looked yellow once I. edited
Oh,
the
I didn't know
video.
like if yellow like was good with the lighting.
But then I decided like, because that was back. I remember I started thinking, I'm like, oh my god, I don't have to worry about having acne because I'll just put makeup over it. But now I'm like more in the mindset of like, oh, I'm gonna work on the acne.
Oh yeah.
But also, I just don't like the feeling of makeup on my face.
Yeah, like so like there's like tinted moisturizers and I've never even tried one out, but I just know I wouldn't like the feeling.
Yeah.
So with another thing about makeup,
Business.
what was I gonna say? I had something so revolutionary to say about makeup.
And it flew from your mind.
Yeah, I had the tinted moisturizer, which like I don't think I'm ever gonna use, but yeah, it was something else about makeup that was just like mind-boggling.
Like I still never know.
I know
You guys will never get to hear what he had to say.
I'll think of it in 10 minutes.
Well, thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening. And I guess see you guys next week and follow us on everything, rate the podcast, and bye. What are you doing? Bye.
I'm gonna say bye. I was trying to make it really drawn out,
Oh, okay.
but that was my actual bye.
Okay, actually bye too.
See ya.